Gary, I do think this season is due to be interesting. Let's hear what the front three have to say about this.
Welcome back to the Front Three podcast with myself, Big Will, Coach Dan, and of course the prodigy himself, AJ.
We're inside.
So AJ, tell us, what do we need to do?
Hey people, if you haven't seen our last episode, please go and check it out. And by the way, don't forget to comment, share, like. And come on, while you're here, why don't you subscribe?
Okay, good. So today's debate is Jurgen Klopp more of a Premier League legend than the one and only Arsene Wenger? Well, according to ex-Liverpool great or legend, Graham Souness, and ex-Sky Sports News pundit, he says Klopp is more of a Premier League legend than Arsene Wenger.
You hear how Will X. The reason why everyone's letting him go.
AJ, as always, we've got to start with you. Do we think...
Well, number one,
Yeah.
why is this even a debate? Genuinely, why are we pitting Klopp and Wenger against each other? Only because, right, two different managers from two different eras. Number one. Number two, Graham Souness. Yeah. Number three, Klopp's impact on Liverpool has been incredible. And this debate's probably coming up because of his decision to leave Liverpool in the summer.
Yeah.
So I get it some way. His impact on Liverpool as a city and a football team and for the Prem, untouchable. However, you can't compare him to Arsene Wenger, personally speaking. Only because Wenger's influence on English football as a whole is untouchable. And for me, that puts him in a different category altogether. Arsene Wenger came to England and transformed football as we know it in this country. And every great manager, everyone who has just a small piece of understanding about football in England will agree.
Mm-hmm.
That one is unrivaled. Everyone says it. From introducing sports and exercise science, the scientific side of the game, to diets, nutrition. He changed football in England. So cool, yes, Klopp has won some great things. He's been the only manager to really rival Pep and this Man City monster.
Yep.
And, you know, they've won some incredible things and stuff like that. But hold on a second. That probably couldn't have been possible if Wenger didn't lay that blueprint beforehand. You know? And, okay, someone be like, oh, let's look at trophies and stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. Wenger won, what, 3 Prems? And won, what, 7? Is it 7 FA Cups? I think it is.
Must be something like that, yeah.
Okay.
I suppose, the only thing, if you're talking about trophy, will be Champions League
Champions
that he
League.
hasn't won.
And also,
right?
Klopp ain't gonna do an invincible season like Wenger did. So for me, every angle, the thing is done. Do you understand? So that's just me. And I'm not diminishing Klopp in any way. I think Klopp was a breath of fresh air for the Prem with the style of football he brought, especially coming from Germany. We know how people feel about people coming from Germany, players and managers. They struggle to adapt. But he stamped his mark on the Prem. In terms of the players he's brought through as well, what they've won, some of the games they've won, the goals they've scored, of course, the Champions League. So I'm not diminishing Klopp in any way, shape or form, but to bring him up against Wenger is child's play, personally.
I kind of agree with that. I think...
Wow.
Oh.
I think,
Wow. Jurgen Klopp. Klopp's son. Wow, guys, it's a new year indeed.
It's a great betrayal.
Hey! Talk to me.
I don't know what you guys heard that you're jumping the gun like this.
Talk to me.
I agree in the sense that in memory of him leaving the league, because I don't think he will come back.
Yeah, I don't think he'll...
I don't think he'll come back.
no
I don't know
chance.
what team he's going to manage if he comes back.
I think
Yeah.
he'll go international.
Maybe. I mean, he could take on another club job. I'm just saying that I don't think he'll come
He'll
back.
ever come back to the
Premier
Prem.
League.
Yeah, same.
And so in memory of that, I don't know why, as you say in the beginning, that's a debate. Or why there has to be that comparison.
It's very...
I don't know why there has
But
to
that's what we do in the Front Three.
well, yeah. Oh, and so we shall.
read the contract.
And so we shall. Look, I think of it this way, right? And it's weird, isn't it? Because it's not like the legendary status here. There's only one space for it.
No.
There'll be multiple people there.
Of course, yeah.
There'll be multiple people there. I think of it this way. When people sit in a couple of years and speak about the evolution of English football, will Jurgen's name be spoken of more so than Arsene?
No.
No.
That's the end of the debate. Thanks for coming, mate. Cheers.
Get out of here.
That's the end of the debate.
So,
That's it.
but it's not done. Right? Because again, with all these conversations here, there's always like another layer to it. Yes, you could maybe say in specifically to that question I just asked, maybe not. Because maybe people won't think he's done this or done that or done this. But then again, you think about it, right? For about 3 years, he accumulated points, that in every other season, in the EPL, he would have won the
one league.
Yeah. But the Man City monster.
And another layer would be, has he done a better job than Pep? Another layer of this conversation could be, similar to the question I asked, would Jurgen Klopp's name be spoken about in years' time when we're talking about the evolution of Premier League? You say no. Would Pep's? Yes, most definitely. There's the brand of football that Pep not only have given to the world, but in the Premier League now and to English football, you only need to go to certain levels of the game and you see
the impact.
imprint. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's all key. But then, if you're comparing those two, someone will say, but Jurgen done it with less of resources and blah, 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 and this and that. Then I was thinking again about, look, you can say whatever you want, but Jurgen Klopp has presided over possibly the best right back I think I've seen in the EPL. Possibly, arguably, the best centre back as well in Virgil van Dijk. Arsene Wenger's had some great players. Thierry,
the greatest striker the Premier's ever seen.
Dennis Bergkamp.
Dennis Bergkamp, one of the greatest creative midfielders the Premier's ever seen.
Robert Pires.
but okay.
Abue.
Vieira.
But are those okay?
Apart from those lot, then.
apart from Henry,
yeah.
I don't know if any of those players, if you're talking about EPL heritage,
you wouldn't put Patrick in there.
Patrick Vieira.
Come on.
Okay. So Massa. Wait, hold on. Oh, seniors.
I'm listening.
Okay, let's throw Vieira in there.
Okay, cool.
We could have Vieira.
Should have.
No,
Vieira.
Could.
You could.
Have
Okay, I could throw Mo Salah in there. That no one in Arsenal's history, as a winger or what? No, has had as much impact as Salah has.
I could throw David Seaman in there.
Someone find Allison.
We
Who was the bad goalkeeper? But let's not play semantics. Let's go on forever. And Jurgen Klopp will win. But
Excuse me?
Here's the thing.
If we go left back, Ashley Cole. Bro, we can actually go with it, bro. We can actually do this,
Ashley Cole is very good.
Ashley Cole.
Very good.
Ashley Cole.
He's that much better than Robertson.
Are you okay? No.
Wait. I'm doing emotions aside. Emotions aside.
Bro.
Biases aside.
Bro.
Listen. Ashley Cole, no one can take it away from him. But is Robertson that far off?
Yes, I'd think so.
I wouldn't say that far
I
off,
wouldn't
but
say
he's
it's
not on his
huge,
level.
but he's not on his level.
In what sense?
Ashley Cole. Arsenal
Ashley Cole can never step up to Robertson when it comes to sense of creativity in the final.
But
third.
defensively.
Defensively.
Because defenders like to defend, don't they?
Defensively, Robertson. I don't know how we got here.
Don't touch me. Yeah.
Defensively, Robertson is better than Ashley is attacking wise. And no one can argue that fact. Because Robertson's a very accomplished defender.
Yeah.
Very
but overall, Ashley Cole is better.
Let's
leave that anyway. Back to Jurgen and Arsene.
Okay.
Listen, I think it makes for conversation.
Mm.
I don't think it's a necessary one.
Mm.
And if you are looking in the sense of sort of what you outlaid in the sense of what Arsene has done, and in fact the brand of football that he initially presented to the English league.
I'm sure if grassroots was grassroots like it is now back then, we'd see the same imprint.
Yeah. And of course, you talk about fluidity of formations and stuff like that. Yes, you probably tip it. But it goes without saying, I think Jurgen Klopp has built teams, that will be top 3, for me, best teams in the EPL.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Top 3.
I agree.
100%.
Top 3. And the funny enough, you might want to squeeze the Invisibles in.
You might.
No, hear me out.
He said
You might
you
want to squeeze the Invisibles in, And
Never.
you got a Pep Guardiola who might even be able to.
Invincibles
induct
are
few
on
of his
top.
teams.
They're the best of all time.
He could even induct 2 of his teams.
What I'm gonna say is,
What's happened to what is it called? Alex Ferguson team or something? Because I think Jurgen Klopp's team that he assembled at Liverpool at points here in his tenure, top 3 without a doubt, top 3. And you can never call Henderson world class. You could never call Wijnaldum world class. You could never call Fabinho world class. I couldn't anyway. I don't think they were world class.
I agree with you.
But
I agree.
look what he did with them.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Gary Neville, world class.
Gary Neville,
World class.
who's that? I think Gary Neville was elite. Gary Neville was elite. He hit those marks. But you couldn't look to Gary Neville to influence a game like Trent could. That's it.
Some way back.
There has never been an English player.
Have you ever actually spoken to Trent in your life?
We're on the phone today. Look, these are just delay tactics, so I don't have to answer the question.
I'm waiting to answer it. I'm
Just
answering.
delay tactics.
What would have been a crazy debate if it was Pep versus Wenger? Then we'd be cooking some serious stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying, innit? I don't think.
Obviously, I'm not saying we should discuss that.
Yeah.
I don't doubt
Why?
would
Because
be.
Wenger will lose. Because
No.
I don't think.
Not at all. Not at all. Because if you were going to try that, I'll throw Fergie in there as well.
And here's the
Fergie,
thing,
Wenger.
You can't beat Fergie. Fergie's
And look, here's
I think personally, anyway.
and here's the thing as well, yeah. Forget him being, a Premier League legend. You could easily respect Jurgen Klopp for what he's done for football.
Yeah,
The game.
100%.
He's always been the underdog. He's always gone against, the best.
The best.
And the team
Did it
that
at
is the
Dortmund,
standard.
Did it at Liverpool. That's why he's probably retiring. It's a lot.
What he done with Dortmund, after the dominance of Bayern Munich, and what he's done with Liverpool here as well. Yes, you could say he just couldn't cross the line at certain moments. And I suppose he's leaving because that's kind of drained him. I did say at some point last year that
He looks a bit.
They
It
seem
was
like
after his mum died, or who's?
Well, yeah, there's that. But initially, when they went to the 4-5,
Yeah, I remember you said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said,
yeah, you were
I don't
saying
care who you are,
consistently
but if you
throughout
play
that season.
sports,
Yeah.
That thing
It's a lot.
burns you out.
Yeah,
lot.
not just that, but the mentals, like
Exactly.
you give yourself up for
And
maybe you
Klopp's not like an Ancelotti. See, Ancelotti doesn't exude emotion.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Ancelotti could
Klopp-
be coaching the next 10 years,
Klopp, he's not.
He's highly emotive.
Like
He's-
100. He gives 110.
It's like literally all or nothing, innit?
yeah.
And you know what? Yeah,
Crash bang wallop.
Yeah.
I can imagine as a manager, the competition between Pep Guardiola would have been nice. But to a certain point, you get to and you think, bloody hell, I've hit 90 marks in points consecutively
Mate.
and not
That's
won
still
the league.
coming. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got to 4 finals.
Yeah.
And
Even
won 2
demoralising.
or something like that.
Yeah,
You get
it's
to a point
hard
where
to like
this is my
range
success.
out.
This is
Yeah.
my success.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I know I probably spend 80 million or whatever on a defender, but I also know that I don't have a bill on my table for cheating the
I
league.
don't have
You see what I'm
115.
saying? I'm
Exactly,
alright
yeah,
last
yeah.
sleep at night.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true though. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, like you just look at it and you're just like, do you know what? Let me take a break. Let me reassess. Let me see what else is out there for me. Maybe I might go into international management where it might be not that much taxing. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm Barcelona right now though, I'm tapping him up, boy.
You're talking about Souness in this conversation, I think it was with Simon Jordan.
Yeah.
And Simon Jordan just goes, in the sense of sort of like trophy won, Jurgen Klopp is as much of a Premier League legend as what was that guy that won it, Claudio Ranieri. And because of numbers one, it's just one.
Yeah.
Number was one.
But we live in a day now, winning trophies is nice. But it's the influence and the brand of football that you play. You see what I'm saying?
That's the caveat of that as well.
No one speaks about Ranieri or
Leicester City.
Or Leicester City.
Yeah.
I remember the football they played.
Yeah.
Get it? I remember the football they played.
Yeah.
I remember the football. I can
Yeah.
tell you how they played right now. But can I
Exactly.
tell you that someone has replicated it?
Well, down the channels, get it
Here's
to
the point,
Vardy
though.
and
Here's the
then.
point.
Vardy Mahrez, boom.
Here's the point.
And the Okazaki moving mad.
The fact that it only worked for one season and the next season they have to
No
sack him
longevity.
tells you
Yeah.
Everything you need to know, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, man.
I don't think I have much more to contribute to this.
Wenger.
You're not going to ask me who.
Wenger.
Yeah,
Wenger.
that's Wenger.
Wonderful. We've
There we go.
agreed. Happy New Year, lads.
It's taken. Finally, I'm bottom 3 again.
Well, that does it for us, the Front Three Podcast. Make sure you join us for a new episode next week.